Hello everybody, Uncle Gary here. Welcome back to the channel. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe because in this episode, I am going to break down a very important aspect of the working life as we live it today. What we're going to talk about is financial success. There will be a whole lot of these kind of videos because I think it's a very key part of our daily life. And when you're broke on a decent salary, well, that's not a good situation. So the good news is there is a 90-day fix, and we're going to talk about that. Now, the research I've done on this shows that 63% of millennials and 61% of Gen Z are actually living paycheck to paycheck. That means they run out of money before they run out of month. Paycheck to paycheck.
In a world full of noise, making the right choice can be hard. Uncle Gary, real advice, better decisions.
Now, here's the part that nobody talks about. A lot of these people are not on bad salaries. They're accountants, engineers, nurses, people earning decent amounts of money who get to day 25 of the month and there's nothing left in their bank account. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You don't have an income problem or a discipline problem. You have a system problem. And the difference really matters because you can't shame yourself into wealth. You can absolutely systematize yourself there, but most of us just end up in our heads shaming ourselves along the way. Now, today I'm going to give you a 90-day fix. And you might think that sounds crazy, but this is not theory. This is a sequence. So here we go. Section 1, the real reason the money disappears for you. So firstly, let's just diagnose properly because most money advice starts with a solution and actually skips the problem. So money disappears for 3 primary reasons, and only one of them is spending. Reason 1, your money has no jobs. When your salary lands, every dollar, every dirham, every rand, every euro, every pound in that account is unassigned. And unassigned money answers to whoever asks first, whether that's Uber Eats or going out partying or the checkout at the grocery store or it's only I deserve it purchases, it's only so much money, it's only $100, it's only $20 at Starbucks. Unassigned money always finds an exit. Reason 2, your fixed costs crept up. This is a silent one. Subscriptions you forgot, the rent you took because I got a raise anyway, the car payment that seemed fine 18 months ago. Surveys right now show unexpected expenses and inflation are the top 2 financial stresses. But the third one, the one people don't report, is that their baseline lifestyle quietly grew to swallow the whole paycheck. Nobody decided it, it crept up. Now, reason 3 for where your money might disappear is you have no buffer. So every surprise becomes a crisis. No emergency fund means the car repair goes on credit. Credit means interest, and interest means next month starts in a hole. That's the paycheck to paycheck loop. And it runs on surprises. And life supplies surprises on the regular. Life will give you surprises on schedule. So notice, none of these are about being lazy or careless or not smart enough or don't understand finances. They're structural. So the fix is structural. Now, for your plan, 90 days, here's day 1 to 30. For the first month, 2 jobs only. Job 1, face the numbers. 1 evening, 1 hour, bank statements from the last 2 months. 3 columns in a spreadsheet. Fixed costs, variable spending, and be honest, the leaks, the holes in your bucket. The leaks are anything you paid for that gave you nothing back. Unused subscriptions, fees, interest, the gym membership you haven't seen since 8 months ago, Most people have never done this. In their mind, wealth is something they've imagined, and they avoid it in their statements. The statement is where the plan starts. Your bank statement is the key. Now, job number 2, give every unit of money a job before the month begins. Call it a budget, call it a plan. You can call it a spending approach. The name doesn't matter. The assignment does. So let's go through it. Let's say your salary lands on a certain day in the month. And on that same day, the money moves. So it's this much to fixed costs, this much to savings. Automatically, we'll get there. And this much to, let's say, living or car, whatever. Now, that includes fun. I'm not saying you shouldn't be having fun. But a plan with no room for life is a plan you'll abandon in 10 days if you don't actually budget for fun. And here's something working in your favor in 2026. This generation of ours in 2026 actually talks about money more openly than ever before. They're calling it, I think I've heard the term from my relatives, loud budgeting. Saying out loud, I'm not coming out tonight, it's not in the plan. Use that. Tell one person your plan, anyone, the next person you meet. I'm not coming out tonight, it's not in the plan. Practice. So when you tell someone your plan, the money handled in secret stays messy. The money handled in the open gets managed. What you actually look at, what you measure, will get managed. So the milestone by day 30, you know exactly where your money goes. And next month's money has jobs. Now, let's go to month 2, day 31 to day 60. This is where you automate and cut the creep. So month 2 is where we remove you from the system. It's not an insult, it's a design principle. Willpower is a terrible employee. It doesn't show up when you're tired. It doesn't show up when you're stressed. It doesn't show up when your friends say, hey, let's go out and have a party, and don't worry, we'll end early, we'll be back. When you're celebrating, willpower never shows up as a reliable employee. Automation shows up every time. So move 1, pay yourself first automatically. Set a transfer that fires the same day your salary lands, before you see the money. Start with whatever is real, okay? 5%, 10%, doesn't matter. The amount matters less than the automation. That small automatic habit beats a big manual intention every single month. Manual intentions will fail, automations will work every time. Move number 2, kill the leaks you found back in month number 1. Cancel the subscriptions. Call and negotiate or renegotiate your insurance, your phone plan, your internet. 1 hour of uncomfortable phone calls is often worth $1,000 a year. That might be the best hourly rate you'll ever earn. And move number 3, cap the big 3: housing, transport, food. That's where the budgets are won or lost. It's not at the coffee shop. Anybody tells you you're drinking too many expensive lattes is gaslighting you. The coffee advice is popular because it's easy, not because it's true. Sometimes month 2 is where you face a bigger decision. The apartment, the car, the lifestyle, and I'm not going to pretend that it's painless. But a hard decision made once beats a small crisis repeated monthly. So now, the milestone by day 60 for month 2, your milestone should look like: savings leave your account without your involvement, and your fixed costs are lower than they were. It's that easy. Now, the last of the 90-day plan is day 61 to 90. This is where you build your buffer, okay? So month 3, we break the crisis loop. First, the starter emergency fund. 1 month of essential expenses sitting in a separate account you do not touch. Not 3 to 6 months yet, that comes later. 1 month first, because the first month of buffer does the most work. It's the difference between car broke down annoying and car broke down absolute catastrophe, I'm in trouble. You're not saving for a rainy day. You're buying back your peace, and your peace is what lets you make good decisions everywhere else. then, and only then, start investing, even if it's small. Here's a stat that should really worry you. The share of people actively investing for retirement has fallen from about half to just over 40% in the last 5 years. People are retreating exactly when starting early matters the most. Now, because if you look at that stat from the other side, look at the research, of the people who started saving by 25, 3/4 feel confident about their future. Of those who started later, under half feel confident about their future. Same salaries, different starting date. The time is the one ingredient you cannot buy back. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to invest in. That's your homework and your decision. And be suspicious of anyone on the internet who's too eager to make it for you. What I am telling you is that the sequence, see it, assign it, automate it, buffer it, and then grow it. Let me say those again. See it, assign it, automate it, buffer it, and then grow it. Most people try to skip to step 5 and wonder why it collapses. So the milestone for the last 30 days, up to day 90, 1 month of expenses banked, and your first automated investment running. So there it is, 90 days, let's replay it. Month 1, you faced the numbers. You gave every unit of money a job. Month 2, you automated your savings and you cut the creep. And month 3, you built your buffer and started growing. None of that requires a raise. None of it requires luck. None of it requires having a background in finance. It requires a decision and about 1 hour a week. Paycheck to paycheck isn't a personality. It's a system running on default settings. You haven't configured your system. Your defaults can be changed. And the person who's going to change it is the person who's holding this phone or looking at this screen right now. That's you. So subscribe if you want more of this practical, no hype, no get rich quick, because that's not what we do here. And please comment below which of the 3 months scares you the most. Let's talk about it. I will answer your comments. I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon. I'm Uncle Gary, and thank you for watching.